Yo, this may be an unexpected one. We are back in ScootX, and we are at a map called Gorodrom Skate Park by, I have no idea how to say this name, GP Smith, maybe? GP Smith? So yeah, it was a bit of a weird discovery doing that last ScootX video. I found myself actually enjoying goofing around on stuff. I think maybe the physics, as jank as they are, kind of fit my style of going a bit slower, trying to do more techie things, because I've been struggling a bit when it comes to BMX streets to get that stuff feeling right recently. Like, there's been some physics or something changes which haven't really gelled with me very well. So just as a one-off, I figured I'd try and session a little bit on this, a bit like I do with the session videos, and just see how it feels. Even the flares feel a bit better than streets. Well, they always felt crap to me for the longest time, but I just did one there, and that was probably better than anything I've done in streets in like the past, I don't know, half a year or whatever. Yeah, more than anything, just having like a fun session is what I like to do most in these games. I'd rather not be talking about how weird everything feels or that I can't do tricks, if possible. So I'm guessing this is based on a real place. I have no idea. It's the vibe I'm getting from it. I need to find a spot to focus in on a little bit, I think. Okay, let's see if we can go back again. Don't know why, of all things, I wanted to do one of those. It worked the second time, at least. I think one thing that is maybe appealing to me a little bit is like having the always trick on. It looks crazy most of the time, but it does open up a few interesting tricks which don't really work all that much on a BMX, like you're not doing bar spins in the middle of a grind or anything like that, or like no hand grinds. I don't know, I feel like some of the weirder things like that actually make a bit more sense. It allows you to be a bit more creative with even simple objects like a rail, because you can try and like put together different... Actually need to try and figure out what some good combinations would actually be in this case. I think it's just that kind of weird thing of you can put weird tricks together, like in the middle of a grind. It makes more sense on a scooter. You can't really do a bar spin in the middle of a grind on a BMX. Unless it's like an ice pick or something, but I've never really seen anybody doing that. Maybe it makes a bit more sense in this. It kind of adds a bit of extra flavour to stuff. I don't know, I'd need to figure it out properly, see what works and what doesn't, from like a visual perspective. What's aesthetically pleasing and all that stuff. It's kind of like unknown territory, which is nice, because it feels like we've kind of run the course of pretty much everything when it comes to BMX and skateboarding games. It's very hard to do anything new and original, apart from like gaps and that sort of thing. This isn't supposed to be like some let's go support MASH games type of thing. I've got plenty of problems with the way he's been doing things recently. I figure I've already got this game. I'm kind of curious what the direction is for this. Is it done in Mash's mind? I guess we'll never know for sure. But it definitely would feel like a waste if this was just left aside. Maybe it could be passed off to somebody else to actually do something with it. Hit the back wall. Okay, that might work. Okay. His arms did freak out a little bit. Nice. Try it again. See what happens. Okay, try to backflip. No chance of that working, I don't think. What if I could front flip onto the wall, though? That would actually work. Yeah, it's safe to say coming back to ScootX wasn't on my bingo card for, like, I don't know, this year. I don't even know if I played this at all this year before that video I did last week. It was maybe just because it feels a bit of a different change of pace from my usual stuff. It may grow old at some point. Then again, what doesn't grow old after a while? I don't know, why does it feel like I can cruise around easier on this than I can on BMX Streets? Whatever the weird physics jank is, the transition stuff, doesn't feel as invasive here for whatever reason. It's hard to describe. But here, I'm just literally cruising around, and I struggle to do that quite a bit recently on BMX Streets. I don't know, I might be losing my mind, to be honest. Wow, that fence actually moved. Has that ever been a thing? I suppose there was a fence that, like, swung open on a map, but I didn't know there was... Wait. How? When? What? So could not these over as well? That's kind of crazy. I'm not sure what we can actually do with that, to be honest. Because I'm guessing they just fall over if you tried any tricks on them. It can get very complex when it comes to all of these tricks, I do have to say. There's definitely plenty of scope. I probably should have been more aware of what the scene for this was like. I don't know if it's kind of died at this point, but what people were doing in this game. How some of the techier people played it, things like that. Definitely feel like there's potential in it, at the very least. I don't know, how do you feel about playing Mash's games at this point? Say the ones you've bought already, because maybe you don't want to support his style of development. Do you still play his older games? Or have you just sworn off them completely? Like, if you bought this, you just think I can't be bothered anymore, or... Or do you separate the artist from the work? I guess, I don't know, in this case it's maybe kind of combined, right? So you can't really do that so much here. I'm also mildly impressed that flare style tricks seem to be working okay. I wonder if it's still the same physics as BMX Streets, but it's just because of the shape of it makes it easier to do. Or something. But I've never done that as clean as that on BMX. It is because I'm partially kind of crap at them. I don't see many people doing a lot of those tricks right now. I don't think, at least. I also guess some of the animations aren't really polished. I think more scooter-orientated people will be able to say on that end what looks good and what doesn't. World's most awkward transfer. We'll see if we can get some variations on that. It kind of works. Nice. So you can kind of gap from there. Oh god. Nice, got a flip in. Yeah, I don't really know what to think. Like, kind of unexpected. I feel like I could have a more fun session on this than with BMX Streets right now. Ooh. I have no idea how we're going to get out of it though. That side hop is not working whatsoever. Okay, make it over at least. Right, bollocks to that. Let's maybe try grinding from the roof and going in. Yeah, you're not going to get a big enough side hop out to make it worthwhile. I forgot about that as well. Because of the nature of a scooter and because of the always fire. You can just be super crazy rapid fire doing a bunch of tricks together. Oh god. Did I break the game? So I scooted myself out of existence. Had to restart the game. I also noticed the drinks fall over. That's so weird. Because you can actually grind on top of them. Okay. I think he burst through the bars there. It's funny how you can kind of leverage the bounciness of the game. Okay, don't hop too much. Yeah, there we go. Just for fun, we'll try a whip in a grind. Kind of interesting. I don't know if you could finesse that to get a specific look out of a trick, maybe. It's kind of interesting because it keeps you held in the whole time. What are some other tricks we could try? Yep. Let's try to look back. That could actually kind of work, maybe. I'll try turn down as well. I need row mod. I suppose. It doesn't look great. What else? Those, maybe if you like lean backwards a lot. Actually, they kind of work. Okay. There's all sorts of things you could potentially do with this. Problem is, can you be bothered? Or are you just over it? I don't know. I'm happy to kind of ride this little wave out, or maybe play this for a little bit, see if we can come up with anything interesting. Also see what the views look like. See if anybody actually cares about this game at this point. Maybe a lost relic to time, honestly. A failed experiment. I don't know, maybe it made Mash a bit of money. So we can work on his next project to make even more money, while not quite completing BMX Streets. The joys of video game development. And on that very optimistic note, I think I'll leave it there. It's kind of another test, see if there's any interest for this sort of thing. At the very least, I may just play this on the side for a bit of fun. Having more fun playing this than BMX Streets right now. That's not to say if you're out there playing BMX Streets and you like it more, that that's a bad thing. It's just, for me, in the way I do stuff, it's not clicking at the minute. So I hope it changes, but I don't really have my hopes up. Just have to see how it goes, eh? Also, let me know if there's anything I should be trying out, playing, whether it's this or anything else. I'm open to suggestions. Yeah. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next video.